All righty, we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here today with you, aka Boudreaux. How y'all are today? All right, what's up, the Moose? David Carlisle was happening. Mr. Randy Toraboli. I know a couple of them comments come in early off the fly there. Uh, let's see, what's up? Warm weather. Man, it's been warm for a few days now. That's nice, in the lower 60s. I think it's going to be mid 70s here before long, around Thursday, Friday, tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, but the temperature is going to drop a little bit, though. Not much, not much. Just a little bit there. Just a little bit. All righty. Well, let's see. We got mon cousin in the house, Monsieur Raging Cajun, representing Southeast Louisiana. But I don't know what part of the country he's in right now, so we're going to play the game later on
Oh,
tonight. Where in the heck is Rage? Where in what? Where in the heck's Raging Cajun? Guess which state he's in. We're gonna play that game tonight later on.
uh-huh.
I have to spit it out.
Well,
All right, what's up, Raging? Welcome to the live stream.
hello, everybody. Hey, Boudreaux. Ah, man. Living the lifestyle, Living the lifestyle.
The life of a
Always,
trucker.
always something going on. We'll make
So
that little thing later on a little interesting. I'll give away a sticker pack to whoever guesses it right. They only get one guess. So you got to guess it right.
okay, yeah, we'll do that game later on. We'll make it officially start and stop and all that. Well, after we well, we'll play the game out the wall and I'll explain everything.
Hmm.
I gotta get my chat up. You can go ahead. You still there, Raging?
Yep,
I'm
yep,
not.
yep, yep.
I'm not in the thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I just got to pop my chat out. Brankston the Snake Fiend. What's up, Mon ami? Representing Northwest Louisiana in the house tonight.
Well, we are well underway to becoming just over 400 subscribers and just under 1,000 more watch hours, and I'll have the full monetization.
That'll work.
Uh-huh.
Judge Webb, how you doing?
Yeah, it was definitely warm where we are at today. Where well, where we were at. I'll be dropping hints all night long to where we are at, so people pay attention.
Okay. Uh, all right, let's see here. Let's see. All right, I think got everybody in chat. All right, I got my chat popped out. Everything's set up. Knew something looked a little different. All right, now it looks right or normal. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, he's heading north. Don't know.
Game ain't
Don't
started yet.
know.
Don't start guessing yet.
Yeah, nobody start guessing yet. We're gonna do a start and stop uh, deal when I hit go 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 and all that. It'll be in gold. Go go go. Then y'all can start guessing. We're gonna wait till a few more people come in. We're gonna have more than
Oh yeah.
7 people for that.
Oh yeah.
I want about, 14, 15 people, 18, 19, whatever. And then, uh, that way we get a bunch of guesses and then like one guess only. And if they didn't get it, then they can start over, you start, I mean, one person can type real fast and hell, they'll have 20 states covered in 15 seconds. That's less than a state a second they can type. Yeah. Alan Badger. Oh, you finally caught me live, huh, Alan? Yeah, I forgot to reply. I think I forgot to reply to your comment. That last name sounds very familiar, though. Seen a comment in my last live
Hmm.
stream, I think it was. He said, Cajun, I've been trying to catch you live, man. So I'm like, well, this guy knows me, I guess. But I know that last name, you know. Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking. What's up, mon ami? Didn't see you sneak in behind me with that sneaky Pete there. I mean, he's representing West Louisiana instead of Southwest. He's kind of Southwest also. He's right there in DeQuincy, man.
Hmm. Well, we haven't completely ruled out moving back down to Louisiana yet, but things are just up in the air. We're taking our time with it.
Panchuco. Oh, Panchuco. What's up, man? And Facebook closed me out of my regular stuff. Okay. Well, Mike, is that you? I'm pretty sure. Land of the good Cajun cuisine on the herd of mouse. I've been trying to catch that little sneaky sucker for a while. I think he's in behind my ice box. I gotta move that ice box out and then take that panel off the back and see if they in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought so. All right there, Alan Badger. Man, good to have you back. Good to see you alive, man. I hadn't heard from you. We need to exchange phone numbers. I still got the same cell phone number, so contact me on that thing. 710 all upside down. What's up? Let's see. Rolling Smoke. Send me an email. My email is right there in the top of my description box. It says PayPal, but that's my email also. Send me an email if you don't mind. I was gonna look yours up to see if I could find yours on your channel, but I had to restart my computer and that it was acting a little wonky, so a little funky wonky.
Hmm.
Send me an email if you don't mind. If I was going to send you a link to come up, is what I'm getting at. I had a heart attack a month ago. I was at 99% blocked. Damn, Alan. Dang.
Yeah.
That ain't cool. I just had an EKG done on me or ECG, whatever they call them. Bat 13, what's up? I had several done in the last like 6 months. My cardiologist, I went over there, my heart doctor. They did one. They saved a couple of little spots right here, to get the pads on to get a good reading. And then when I went to the emergency room a couple of weeks ago, in fact, 2 weeks ago today, they didn't have to shave a little bit right here because most of it was, it was regrowing, but not all the way. It wasn't a lot, it wasn't fully grown back. So she says, "Well, I see you had one of these done recently." I'm like, "Yep." So she put them on there, and they didn't let me know what was what. Well, I guess it was okay if something would have been real wrong. They'd have told me something. I would hope.
Well, you would think so anyway.
Yeah. So I was 99% blocked. Yeah, but Alan, what? I mean, did they do surgery on you or something? I mean, you say I was 99% blocked, or you are 99%. Oh yeah, so they did surgery on you. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, broken ribs, yeah, Yeah, when they
Eek,
peel you
yeah.
open like that, man, yeah, that's a major bodily injury right there. If you'd have been alive, I mean, not under anesthetics and all that stuff. If you'd have been alive, you'd have been dead. Yeah, they rooted. Man, you got another 50 years to go, man. Drinking, smoking, all that stuff. Yeah. John Francis, what's up, mon ami? All right, he's representing central Louisiana there. That's around the Alexandria area. I know where he's at, but I don't want to say exactly, so I'll just say Alexandria area. So we got northwest Louisiana, central Louisiana. We're coming down 49 now. I'm at Shreveport, coming down 49, and then to Alexandria. And then when you get south to Alec, you jump off on Highway 13 right there. And that's me, come straight down southwest Louisiana. And then we got DeQuincy there, which is west of me. So and then we got Raising Cajun from the NOLA area, down in
Hmm.
that area, Belle Chase, West Wego, that down in the south part of New Orleans, down below the river.
Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, southeast Louisiana. Yeah, man, them broken ribs, them
I
cut
tell you, why does
ribs.
people want to always use their
What?
stupid bright lights? Come on, when you're behind somebody or right next to somebody, turn your bright lights off.
Yeah.
Don't use your high beams.
Well, some of those lights are real bright and they on
Hmm.
dim. They on dim. And there's a lot of people complaining about it.
Yeah, they need to
A
get
lot
some
of
of
people
these.
complaining. Man, look, man, everybody's lights are blinding me. What's going on with the headlight scenario? You get them halogen lights and they look like a light blue color. You can tell when
Hmm.
somebody running halogen lights. And those kind of interfere with your sight, even though they're not bright, 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 they do interfere with your sight.
Hmm. No, I don't mind regular headlights on, or if you got to use your high beams. You got to use the high beams. I mean, that's all a part of driving. But when you're coming up on somebody, whether it's from
Yeah,
the front or the back, you need to turn those damn high beams off. And
yeah,
if your headlights are still in their mirrors kind of bright, you need to consider getting those things readjusted because that could be ultimately the problem.
right, right. J. Mary Stone, how you doing tonight?
And I mean, it's not just the four wheelers. I mean, it's the semi drivers too. I mean, some of these headlights on these trucks, yeah, we sit up higher than everybody else, and the headlights are going to beam in your windows anyway. But when you got to get the headlights adjusted on these things, I mean, you got to get it done.
There's my sweetie pie. There's my honey, Miss Missy Luquette.
Hey,
In
Missy.
fact, she's watching us from the Grand Mamu right now. She's
Uh
in the
oh.
big city of Mamu. She's spending a few nights with her mom over there. Uh, and her sister's off on the road with her brother. He's a truck driver. He has his own truck, and he makes a New York run, a dedicated North New York Jersey run. And she's up in New York right now. So she went and spent some time with her mom. Since our Jeep's been broke down for uh, a month and a week, we haven't been able to go anywhere. She hadn't been able to go see her mom, and bring
Uh-huh.
her to doctor appointments and stuff like that. And her mom really relies on us to bring her to the doctor. Her mom doesn't have a vehicle.
Hmm.
So that's why we trying to get this Jeep on the road or find another vehicle or something.
It'll get done.
Yeah, it'll get done, but like I mean, it's there's a few people that depend on us, and
Hmm.
not just us, not just me and Missy. I'm talking about other family that depend on us. Like Johnny, his Jeep's down right now. He can't bring us anywhere.
Hmm.
We let Johnny have our Jeep for a year. A little over a year, and well, he can't return the favor because his Jeep's down. But
Hmm.
I don't know. He couldn't let us use a Jeep because He works on our boards. He goes to another fellow's house every day to drink coffee and then this and that, So, and goes to the store for his buddy, When he does get a ride once every week or every other week, he writes down what his friend Aaron needs. So he gets his stuff and then he'll go to drop it off or whatever. So, but anyway, she's spending a few days over there, so I'm bacheloring it right now. And Johnny was here last night. He couldn't make it tonight. He's got to go to the lawyer's office in the morning and sign the papers off for his dad's house. He sold his mom and dad's house after they passed away. And the house has been sold for 10 years. And the lawyer's just now getting around to getting all signatures. Well, the lawyer, he ran for judge, the big judges in town, and he won, But so he's been kind of busy, but he needs a couple of paralegals and stuff like that, which Johnny wasn't in a big rush, to do that, and because the people paid the house off. They paid him about a month. I think it was $1,200 a month for the house note. That's what they wanted to pay. So anyway, boom, they went to the lawyer, wrote up a chattel mortgage and all that stuff, and there he was. They paid the house off way before time. So. And get my email here. All right, there we go. All right, there, rolling smoke. Check your email, please, sir. Full wave Rick. What's up, mon ami? Had to go count my change. Must have been a lot of it, but I'm back now. I had to go count his money. Backwood boys, what's happening, mon ami? Backwood boys and Backwood boys small engine. Rail 9222.
Getting ready to stop here and put some go-go juice in this go-go machine.
Oh, you got to get top off some diesel fuel.
Diesel and death.
Diesel and death. DF. Diesel exhaust fumes. Well, it's to eliminate those diesel exhaust fumes. And there's Mr. Rob.
Anyway.
Hey man, what's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot there. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the panel.
Thanks.
What kind of tripod you got back there? That's not one of them Walmart tripods, is it?
Well, it's a Walmart selfie stick and Manfrotto tripod. Yeah, it's a little bit beefier tripod. It's kind of.
Oh, what? It's two different pieces all stuck in one or something. Okay.
Yeah, what I did was I got a $9 selfie stick and made it where I could telescope it out, like to put it over a pot or a pan when I'm cooking. Yeah, I just got that not too long ago. Yeah, kind of got the idea from Tom, the keto cook. Tom, I don't know if you know him.
Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with that cooking channel.
Yeah. He made his out of PVC pipe, but I went ahead and PVC pipe, was like $5 or $6 a joint for 10 foot. And I said, well, I might as well just get a selfie stick and then it'll telescope out. So that's what I did.
Well, I don't know where you buying your PVC, but over here it's 20 feet per stick. Unless you buying it custom cut or something.
Well, Lowe's. Yeah. It was
like Lowe's. Yeah. Okay.
3/4 inch, 10 foot joints, like 5.
Okay. Yeah, down here they just. 20 foot of stick.
I mean,
And it's got
there's
the bell on one end and the plank, regular
Mm-hmm.
end on the other end. That way it can go into each other.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to do 10-foot sticks if I'm laying a supply line, from a city meter or
Mm-hmm.
a parish meter to a
Mm-hmm.
house that's 400 feet away. No, we
Mm-hmm.
use 1-inch pecs for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll get a roll of it, and we'll only have 2 joints, because it's like 100-foot roll,
Mm-hmm.
or you can get whatever length you want, and
A lot
usually
easier
that's
to
what you want.
a
You
lot
don't
easier
want
to
no
lay out.
connections underground whatsoever. You want
Mm-hmm.
that connection at the meter, and you want to come up in the house, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Before they pour the slab, your pipes inside that form. So when they pour the concrete, you got like 3 foot sticking up in the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
taped off so no wasps or bugs get in it or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's a solid joint. You're not going to have any underground leaks whatsoever.
Yeah. Keep it from
If you do
freezing.
have a joint, all that's marked on the directions to building the house. I call them directions instead of blueprints. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a nickname. It's marked on the for the plumbing section of the schematics. If you have a 10-page schematic or just one schematic, whatever, it don't matter. But if you have a page for plumbing,
Mm-hmm.
a page for wiring, a page for the footers, the slab and all that, different pages like a commercial building,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you do your as builts and stuff like that. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's marked on the schematics. If you
Mm-hmm.
have a connection underground, it's like from the meter, 100 foot, there's a joint, a connection made, and
Mm-hmm.
then at 200 foot, there's a connection made, and then if there's no connections underground, you put 0 connections, solid run from meter to house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to learn how to barbecue a beef brisket. Been paying way too much for it at the store. Uh, like in sandwiches and po' boys and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, I don't know really if Rob here, Rolling Smoke Barbecue, has a brisket video, but I think he'll answer that right now.
Yeah, I have a brisket video. What I do is with mine, I put it on a pellet grill, and I cook it at probably about 250, and let it get an internal temperature of 160, 165. Then I pull it off, and I can wrap it in butcher paper, or I can wrap it in tinfoil, and then I put it back on till it reaches internal temperature of 205. And it's
Okay.
just tender. 205, or until you could stick a temperature probe or something in it, and it'd be like a hot knife through butter. It'll just go right in with little or no resistance, and then it's good to go. Yep.
Okay. So if she wants to do one in the oven, okay, what's the best way to do it in the oven?
I'd say 350, and just watch your tenderness. Just I would see if I could put a meat probe in it that's wireless, and or you can just run them. They have them where you just run it through the door, to the crack of the door, and just go with the same principle till you reach 160, 160. Well, with that you wouldn't have to wrap it. You just let it reach to about 205, or till it gets real tender. I don't usually do mine in an oven, so I'm not real familiar with it, but I've heard other people saying that, let
Okay.
it get a terminal temperature of 205. Yeah, just put a oven thermometer in there. Yeah, it's not real bad, you know. Just keep it
Sit
moist.
down, boy, howdy. That's the way to do it. Full wave wreck. Yeah. SDBH. Shit damn boy howdy. Pappy Joe 42. What's going on, mon ami? Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. He's in Texas right now. He was in Oklahoma. His name's something Ed's Crazy Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he used to do brisket for a store.
Mm-hmm.
He lived not far from the store, and he would do their barbecue and stuff for their like their pulled pork sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, brisket pulled bars, what have you. Uh, they don't call it. Yeah, I guess they call them pulled bars up, out of the state of Louisiana. But he used to do all their meats for them,
Mm-hmm.
and they had uh, a big deal in the back of the store and all that. Well, his truck was parked there one day, and there was lights on in the back and all that, and a few people, and a cop, deputy sheriff passed. It was a little country store. Deputy sheriff passed. Says, "Oh, what's going on here?" The store was closed.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, he was the pit master for that store. So he was there at night doing all that stuff. And the deputy sheriff, he was a newer guy, and he come back, "Hey, what's going on back here? What y'all doing?" He says, "Oh well, I'm doing a brisket, and some pork roast for the store." Like, so the guy looked, and sure enough, he's there's smoke coming out of that big
Mm-hmm.
pit and all that and everything, and because he's smoking it, and
Mm-hmm.
and he just hung around for a while. He was actually curious, trying to see if somebody was breaking in or what was going on, and so he stayed around, and I don't know if he got him a slice of meat, afterwards or not. I don't think so, because he was still smoking that brisket and then pork roast, and then he told about the deputy going there, so he didn't stick around for a snack, after it was done. But yeah, and he would do his around like 200, 205,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
But he stuck around for some good smelling meat, though. He had some good smelling
Yeah, I
meat.
bet you was making him hungry.
Yeah.
So, J. Mary Stone, did you hear all that information? If not, you can rewatch the video. At like
Mm-hmm.
22 minutes in, 24 minutes in, and get all that information. He said, because I know while you was talking, she said, "Oh, I gotta tend to my puppy dog." So
Yeah.
I know
I
she
wonder if I
heard
could,
most of it.
but could I drop a link and maybe to
Oh,
my uh, YouTube channel,
yeah.
and then I could watch
Well,
that
you got
video?
to type. You got to type. Just say hi, everybody, in chat. Just type that
Okay.
in. Hi, everybody.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta put some go-go juice in the truck.
All right,
Okay.
raise it.
Okay. All righty. I didn't know if you had Nightbot or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Now you can put a link into that video
Okay.
or to your channel, but I would suggest do that video for the brisket.
Okay. Let me see if I can get
Because
it.
when I do, and in fact, I was gonna highlight your latest video for tonight. I
Uh-huh.
was gonna put it in my description box and all. Like I said, I have to restart the computer and all that stuff. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be something. Let's see if I
but
can
you
do
can put the link
that.
in for that brisket video.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, she caught the tail end of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because when I throw a link in for a channel,
Mhm.
what I do, I go to a video, the latest video or a video that catches my attention,
Mhm.
and then I click on the link for that video instead of the channel. That way, people don't have to look for a video or whatever. I already have a good, interesting video that's that put the link to, and they can subscribe from that link. Also, they don't have to go to the home channel. The person's
Right.
channel, the main channel part, their home channel, and do all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay Mary's going to drop a link in for a brisket video, and you can catch that. And then you can do one in the oven, if you don't have a big smoker or offset smoker or big grill or anything. Because if you want to smoke a brisket, rather than just, like plain grill one, you can do that on the pit too. Just, you do it off of the fire. You never want to cook a brisket, a big piece of meat, over the fire. You never want to do that. You want to
Indirect.
indirect heating, yeah, convectional heating. Put your brisket on the warm side, not necessarily all the way to the other end of the barbecue pit. If you got one of these little round smokies, old smokies, you'll have to build a fire to one side of that. You never want to cook a big hunk of meat directly over the fire, unless you got some kind of shield in there or something.
Yeah, because it'll burn it up quick, and it'll burn an expensive piece of meat up like that.
Man, brisket's like, $80. Hell, brisket's just like a ribeye, a whole ribeye rack. Man, we meat slaughterhouses down here. You know what I'm talking about. You from Southwest Louisiana. Slaughterhouses, you can get that for 20 cents a pound, or sometimes they'll give you a brisket. You make a big meat order, they give you a brisket, And then I remember when they were, 39, 49 cents a pound.
Oh, yeah.
Now they, the grilling people made it so famous, Texas barbecue this, and all. I'm not talking about YouTube channels. I'm talking about before YouTube came out, brisket was getting expensive. Brisket was like $1.79 a pound. Now briskets are $5 a pound and more. $6.50, $7 a pound. That's outlandish. I mean,
it's crazy.
It was the barbecue people, grilling people, that made brisket famous, and then restaurants serving it, and people and doing it right, cooking it right, and people are loving it. And then all of a sudden there's a big demand for it, and the meat packing plants, the big, like Iowa beef products, Iowa pork products, Iowa beef products, they started selling that for a lot more.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll let her click on that, but see if it'll let you click on it. It's not.
Oh yeah, it's a link.
It is.
It's a link. It's a hyperlink. Yeah, it's a good link.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have a blue wrench. You got one of these.
Oh, okay.
I gave you one of them so you can put a link in.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I was feeding the wild ducks last night, and we smoked a brisket with a quack pipe. boy. Okay, Jay Mary, not a problem. Hope that helps you out. Steel Guy 316, what's up? Yeah, he's putting the blue wrench up too, right there. In fact, Johnny Best found this. I know I said this many a time, but there's a few people in here that hadn't heard the story behind this blue wrench. He found this on the floor in the machine shop, and he says, damn, he says, I got an idea. So he polished it up on the polisher in the shop, and they already had a hole in it. It's a little wrench for a air-driven die grinder. And he polished it up, painted it blue, and said, here you go, Boudreaux. And keep this on your computer right there. Keep this close. If anybody asks for a blue wrench, give them this one. Because there's a lot of people that ask for blue wrenches. So, Bradley, hi. No, Bradley, what's up, mon ami? Bradley, are you working on that 45 caliber right now? That silver pew pew? He's a Bradley BH Customs is a silversmith. And he took a little 45 caliber pistol took it apart. You know, as a cap gun, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a toy. He took it apart, the two halves, the trigger, and the magazine that goes up in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he poured all of that in silver, 3 nines fine silver. Man, you talk about a few days ago came out beautiful. I don't know if he's still filing on it, dressing it up, and all that, because you know his stuff's like I'm talking about. It's awesome. Okay,
very detailed, huh?
Yeah, very detailed. Elderberry, what's up, mon ami? My cigar keeps going out. It does that when I don't puff on it.
Mm-hmm.
He made a shitter house with a cowboy taking a dump in it. An outhouse. He poured a whole outhouse out of silver. You know, in pieces. In pieces. He made the planks. You know, the side walls and all that in individual pieces. He made them with tongue depressors, like from a doctor's office, and popsicle sticks.
Cool.
He made the planks from that, and then he put it all together, made a door, and got the inside with the hole in it. He's got a cowboy taking a dump inside of it. Nice piece. And I forget, it was Todd Miller bought it from him. Todd Miller. I forget how much it sold for, and he's got a solid knife that was poured. Got all the details in it, you know, like a hunting knife. Oh yeah, that man's got. He knows his stuff. He does Cuban necklaces, foxtail necklaces. 16 point, well, a little over 16 ounces. The Grumpy Grandpa. What's up, Zan Ron?
Wonder what silver goes for an ounce right now. I haven't checked it in a while.
Silver right now, I want to say is 24 to 25 an ounce.
Wow.
In that area.
Wow. Oh.
In fact, I can check real quick. Check right now. Check with SD Bullion. And they got some sales going on. I've been getting emails from them. Silver right now, oh, I was wrong. $23.08. And gold is $2,037.
So you're looking at $370 for a pound of silver, roughly.
Well, a Troy pound.
Yeah, for a pound.
Yeah, well, it's it's not. It's a pound of silver is not 16 ounces. It's more.
More
for a Troy pound. Standard ounce. Standard is 28 grams to the ounce. And a Troy ounce is 31 grams. So 3 more grams. 3 more grams to an ounce. So when you do a Troy pound, it's more.
Okay.
And there's Mr. Russ Jones. How you doing today?
Hey, Russ. How's it going?
It's going. I seen Boo sent me an invite, so I figured I'd jump in here for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, 31.1 grams in an ounce, but everybody says 31. Because if you look at a silver round, like the old pandas, the silver pandas from China, they were 31 grams in that coin, in that panda coin. And now it's 30 grams instead of 31 grams. It's 30 grams. So, but that's not quite a troy ounce. And China does that. I don't know why they do it. They just saving 1 gram of silver, you know?
What?
7:10 p.m. What's up, mon ami? That would be Dacone.
Mhm. What's the
That's
value?
the
I got a
Dabba.
friend that has a cougar ran. What's the value of a cougar ran? And is it kind of
It
fell out
depends on if it's a silver one or a gold one.
going roughly?
Gold, I figured it might have been gold when you just said Krugerrand. A Krugerrand, it depends on the year
Uh
of it.
huh. Mm-hmm.
It depends on the year and the value. You know, they got different values.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Krugerrand is the most sought after though, and
Mm-hmm.
gold, and the Walking Liberty Double
Mm-hmm.
Eagle are the most sought afters. You know, if you say foreign gold coins,
Mm-hmm.
Krugerrand is on top of the list.
So it still holds its value
That's
pretty
the
good.
alpha. That's the alpha dog there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. My grandma has a cougar ran necklace that she got years ago too, and yeah.
Elton Jones, what's up, Mona Me? What you been up to, Russ?
Nothing much today, really. Not much at all. Just just done nothing, really. Watching TV. That's about it.
All right. I got a couple of pictures and an email I'm gonna show. Get rid of this SD bullion. That's taking up 200 megabytes of memory by itself. All them open tabs, all of that,
Mm-hmm.
all of that counts. All right. Uh, Here we go. Oh man, look at the detail on that thing. Good God. All right, let me present that. Share screen, share screen. Here it is. Share, and there it is. Let me make that.
Oh, that's pretty there.
What's up, Kyle? Man, that's little. That's a toy, right?
That's the
Like a
silver 1911 45 caliber.
oh, that's something you wear around your neck.
No, no, it's too big.
What's that hook right there above the trigger?
Well, it's a keychain toy, you know, but that would be too big for a necklace. It
Yeah, I
see the
guess
size
so.
of his hand.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
too small for a gun and too heavy for a necklace.
It's about the
Mm-hmm.
size of a small 22 Saturday night special. There's a magazine for it.
Hmm.
Okay, he's got it together in these pictures. When I was looking at it while he was actually making it, he
Mm-hmm.
had the two halves, and the trigger and the magazine. So there was four pieces to that.
Oh, he made it.
Yeah, that's he poured that out of silver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he totally made that thing out of silver.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Pretty piece.
Smith and Wesson S&W 1911. Look at the checkering on the grip.
Mm.
Yeah, I watched him when he was making the molds for it, the sandcast mold.
Mm-hmm.
That was my son calling. I had to put him on hold for now. Okay, yeah, that's a nice piece right there. Okay, Bradley. I thought I did that earlier. I guess I didn't. All right. All right, no. Go ahead and check your email. Yeah, he does all kind of silver. Makes all kind of stuff out of silver. Kyle Alex in the house. What's up, Mr. Kyle Alex? Man, we hadn't seen you in a while. In fact, we were talking about you a couple nights ago, Sunday night, I think it was. Like, has anybody seen Kyle? Last time he commented that I know of, he was in Vegas.
Yeah.
You got new specs? Well, no. Same old reading glass I've been having for 7 years. Been shaking down a new rig in Mexico. Oh, down in the Baja. Okay. That's all in separate pieces, Alan Badger.
What's up,
Two
son?
halves, the magazine and the trigger. And that magazine goes up in it, fits nice, comes out, you know. Hey, Simon. The Moose. The Moose, you get an envelope today. You should have. Or tomorrow, probably. He won a race a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably get it tomorrow. Hope they didn't go through that Missouri terminal that they have in trouble. Brand new terminal, USPS terminal in Missouri, and it's a shambles. They got warehouses full of boxes, packages. I don't think it affects the regular mail, but man, packages. People been waiting 3 weeks on their medicine, like from the VA. You know, people been waiting on their medicine for 3 weeks. They had to go and the VA had to go call it in to a regular pharmacy so they can go get their medicine. You know, if you got blood pressure medicine or, any kind of medicine that you actually need to take, if you don't take it that day or the next day, you're in a dire death situation, And there he is. That's Bradley.
How's it going, everybody?
All right. You say you want to show that thing off?
Let me show that thing off right quick so you got a better idea what I'm doing over there.
There you go. Get your audio a little louder. Oh, look at that. That's that Cuban necklace, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost finished with it right now. My very first necklace, Cuban necklace I ever made.
Nice.
And I make every ring from scratch too. I make my own wire and everything else. It's all everything's handmade.
Well, that's some wire right there next to the necklace, ain't it?
Yeah, this was square wire that I twisted, so now it looks kind of like rope. So this is for a different project though. But here's the 911 right here. Actually, the 911.
Get a little closer to your phone, Bradley. So we can hear you.
It was four pieces. Took it all apart. Actually, I had to unscrew it first. There was 3 screws I had to put back into it also to screw, so you don't have these holes inside of it when I poured it. So that had to be part of the cast also. So you got the trigger, these 2 pieces right here. I can't obviously get back apart. There we go. Like this, the magazine. So, and then it came out looking like this, which is 5.99 ounces troy, just shy of 6 ounces.
So right at 6 ounces of silver.
So it's all hollow, 100% hollow on the inside. with a removable magazine.
That thing shines.
With my initial BH in the skull, 3/9 fine silver. Every detail on this thing came out. USA came out. The serial number came out. Everything on this thing came 100% out on it with a stinking extra rad. You can't even see where I soldered it together. There's not one joint line on it.
I can't see where you soldered it together. I can't make that out.
You couldn't find it if you tried. It's not there.
Yeah, I know it.
Detail on the back grip. But yeah, that thing took me a while to make though. So I was gonna hollow out the barrel so you can see down inside of it too. But I think it looks kind of cooler just the way it is. But my first 911 I made. So that's actually my only second pistol I've actually built. The first one I did was a Glock 19, which is this one right here. Same thing. Just all taken apart. Same format. So 4 pieces, trigger, 2 sides, and the magazine. So yeah, and right now I'm also making for my 6K giveaway. I just hit 6,000 subscribers, but I'm making these coins. They'll be pure silver. They'll say broke 6K instead of 2K, right? They'll be 6K. But right now I got to clean them up. As you can see, I got 2 of them already made. Got to clean them up and make them all sexy. This one's all right. I think I'm going to throw this one back in the mountain pot because I don't really see the face design too much in that one right there, as you can see. Like you can see this one really well. The nose and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's extra rad.
Extra rad. That's right.
Extra rad. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now and everything else and stuff. And I made some wrenches too. I made some, you were talking about wrenches earlier on your stream when I first got in there. You're talking about wrenches. So here you go. Here's a wrench for you. This is pure silver. I'm not done cleaning it up though, but here's pure silver double-sided wrench. 11/30 seconds.
There you go. Man, that's some Raging Cajun would like.
So, it's not done being cleaned up, but that's how it is right there.
Yeah, you need to make a 10 millimeter.
Huh?
You need to make a 10 millimeter.
Everybody's 10 millimeters. That's number one wrench in the world. We all know that, but check this out. I'm gonna take this.
It's a 10 millimeters, the #1 wrench in the world. But guess what? People that's the most lost wrench and socket. Also, is a 10 millimeter.
We're gonna make some
silver pliers.
Make a pure set of silver pliers and a pure set silver crescent wrench. So those are fun to make. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Here's some foxtails right here that Cajun was saying earlier. This is a foxtail bracelet. It's not finished, as you can say. I still got to put end caps on it and clasps and stuff like that. Here's some smaller Cubans right here for my grandson and my daughter-in-law. Making those still too, but yeah, having fun making it all.
You gotta have fun at what you do, otherwise it's not worth doing, right?
Yeah,
that's a fact, Jack.
I'm self-taught. Nobody's taught me how to make any jewelry. I watched some videos on YouTube, 2 years ago, and this is where I'm at now. So, after 2 years of watching videos, I've learned how to make all this stuff myself. It's absolutely pretty damn beautiful. So I can't even believe I made this. I mean, I'm humbled every time I make something like this. I mean, absolutely, I cannot believe I made that. So.
Boy, that Cuban necklace, man, that thing's awesome. And those bracelets, that is awesome.
I appreciate
That's a lot of work. I've seen how he makes those things. And that is a lot of work. A lot.
Yes, it is. Like these little pieces right here, these are the end caps for the bracelet right here. Or excuse me, for the necklace right here. I'll carve these little sections out and put jump rings inside there and solder it all together. And that's how the necklace will lock together. But this little piece right here is actually 3 of these pieces right here soldered together to make this. So actually 3 of these pieces soldered together to make that piece right there. Like I said, I'm going to take my Dremel, I'm gonna chisel out a little small section inside right here where that Sharpie mark is, just enough for a jump ring, like this one. This is the one I made actually for this lobster claw, off of this wire right here. I'm gonna solder it together, but it's actually gonna go inside of the little chingaderas right there. I'll solder, I'll file that little section out, chisel it out a little bit. So this will sit down inside there, where it'll be rested inside there, so it doesn't look all, to me, cheesy looking. So it's got to be sexy. If it's not sexy, it ain't leaving the shop. That's how it goes. But yeah, anyway, you guys, I am having a 2K giveaway, my 6K giveaway. I'm gonna have making a whole bunch of these little little wrenches too. I'm gonna give it away during my stream, which will be next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the 29th. So I'll be giving a whole bunch of little silver wrenches away too, just during the stream. So little extra rad little silver wrenches. Well, these are only 7 grams, I think. 7 grams all they weigh. So they're small.
Yeah, looks more than 7 grams.
No, they're small. They're very small. So, but anyway, thanks for having me up, Cajun. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, everybody check it out, man. We're having a big, awesome. Oh, and by the way, check this out too. I'm giving away more stuff besides those. I'm giving away 6 gold coins too on my next Thursday. Okay, these are from 1795 to 1850, India gold fawn homs. Okay, these things are worth between $80 and $150 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah, these are 14 karat gold and about a half a gram each. Okay, so these are actually worth some flipping decent, nice money right here. I'm giving away a little bit of nice money. So besides all the silver and everything else I'm giving away, so yeah, 6K off this next Thursday at 11 p.m. Excuse me, 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is West Coast time. So but yeah. Anyway, thanks for having me up, you guys. Check me out. You guys will check out my video of last Friday. That's how you guys will get entered into the video, or into the GAW. I'm going to take me and my wife. We'll write everybody's names down. We'll have a little piece of paper. We'll throw them in a hat. We'll do the live giveaway right there. Pull out the hat or the names right there and there. Boom, boom, boom. And 6 lucky people are going to win each a gold coin, each a broke 6K coin. Other stuff I haven't decided what I'm going to put in there yet, and it's gonna be madness. It's gonna be madness. So, but anyway, thanks for having me up, Cajun. You guys have a great night. I'm gonna jump back down and chat.
All right, Uncle Bradley. No,
All right,
we'll check you later, buddy. All right.
We go.
Later.
Yep. Y'all head out to his channel, subscribe to him, because you have to be subscribed to him if you want to win. And because he puts that thing in chat where you have to be a subscriber for so long to make a comment. That keeps the trolls out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, most every YouTuber does that nowadays. I do it. I do it for 5 minutes. You have to be subscribed 5 minutes to make a comment. That keeps the trolls out. The bots, the computer bots, keeps them out.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of YouTubers that's been going through the trolls. Trolls are just going in there, and the bots are just spamming the chat. So when you put in subscribe for 5 minutes, that holds down on the situation. Yeah, Field Guy got his set for 2 hours. And that's even more insurance leverage right there.
Just how it is these days.
Oh, Kyle says, "Boo, I guess I traveled with those pennies I had won. I had to empty my backpack, and the pennies you sent me were in there." Kyle, you wouldn't have a 3.7 liter engine in your back pocket over there, would you? I'm trying to find one. They got them on eBay. David, which is Quick Wrench 2 Junkie, he knows a guy that had one, and it was $750 delivered. Delivered to wherever I want it to. The shop I want it. But I can't find that engine, and I haven't seen David in a couple of weeks. So
that's a Jeep.
I just thought Kyle might have had a 3.7 over there in his back pocket, since he's got a warehouse full of engines.
That's a Jeep engine, Cajun?
Yeah, Jeep. I got a 2002 Jeep Liberty.
Oh,
the last hard freeze we had took the engine. It cracked the block.
Let me tell you about that. I just put one in my wife's Jeep Liberty a couple of years ago because they didn't tell us this. They had problems with the head gaskets blowing on those engines because of the something wrong with the jackets on them. You know where the water jackets
The
are.
water jackets, yeah.
Yeah, $7,500 to put a new engine in that darn Jeep. I
A
ended
brand
up
new engine from the dealership.
Jasper. No, I went to Meads Automotive in Lake Charles. I mean in Sulphur, and a Jasper remanufactured engine with $7,500.
So you got the whole engine and you just dropped it in.
Mm-hmm. Had them put it in, and it was cheaper than buying a new vehicle by far.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but they quit making the Jeep Liberty years ago. A couple of
Yeah,
years.
a few years back they came out with the I forget the name that came out to Liberty. I forget it. But if you would say it, I would remember
Yeah.
it.
Probably the Passport now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I think it was the one before that.
I think it had my wife's. It was given to me by my dad and my mama, and it was a 4-wheel drive. They had to get the 4-wheel drive to pull it behind their motorhome. And
Right. That's what mine. That's how mine. Mine
So-
was being used for a motorhome accessory, and the Jeep Liberties, all the Jeeps that are 4-wheel drive have that's certain
Lockout.
neutral. You got
Mhm.
4 4-wheel drives. You got that neutral and your regular neutral. In the automatic transmission, you have your regular neutral and that. But it tells you in the owner's manual how to pull it. Exactly how to do it. That way you ain't got to take the drive shaft off every time. You want to
Well, let me
go
ask you
somewhere.
something, Boo. Does yours have a cruise control on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it works.
Man, that one didn't come with a cruise control. They told me they couldn't put a cruise control on it. I might check into that because
Oh, so you don't have the limited edition then? I have the one that's the limited instead of the Renegade. I have the limited, which the limited edition was $36,000 brand new, and it's loaded leather seats, heated seats. I mean the works. Got the time, temperature, direction, the all up in the top console, and it's got the all the radio station buttons behind the steering wheel instead of in the front. It's got them behind it, and one I think they're all behind the steering wheel, the radio, and then they got something in the back where you can control the radio or the sound or whatever, and way in the back by the gate, it's got a 5 or 6 CD changer, and that's a top dollar stereo company that I think it's Bose speakers in there also. Yeah, it's high dollar. It's got all the bells and whistles.
I think we got the sport. We got the one that's with the cloth seats, and it's got all the electric package in it, but it don't have all the the stereo system.
You might have the Renegade.
Yeah, it says
I
sport.
forget. I don't know if they have a sport in that Jeep Liberty. They might.
Yeah.
St. Louis, South Texas cattle and hay.
Did you read Kyle's comment, Boo?
No, in fact, I was messing with the necklaces and all that.
Well, no, he just wrote it
and not presenting.
He just wrote it at 8:03. He said he would send it to you.
I'll send it to you. They are working. You also probably need a new tranny with that horsepower. Wait, what? Let me go back up and chat. Oh, I have a couple 5.7. That's too big.
Yeah.
That's too big for that Jeep.
Oh, come on, drop it in there.
No, I mean physically, the physical size is too big.
Cut the spinner wells out.
I mean, if it would fit, drop in there, no problem. 5.7, but I'm still in the same dilemma. I'll have to get a transmission.
Make it fit, huh, Russ?
Yeah.
Make it fit. If Kyle wants to send a couple of his mechanics, with that engine, that's no problem.
He says it's coming out of a Jeep GRC.
Wait, what?
He said it's coming out of a Jeep GRC.
Mm. No.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see it. GRC is coming out of a Jeep GRC.
Never heard of that.
Huh. What is that? A Grand Cherokee or something? GRC, Grand Cherokee, Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm pretty sure that's what the initials are for, Grand Cherokee.
GRC is I don't probably I don't know.
Kyle says yes, sir.
Yeah, Grand Cherokee, GRC, Grand C Cherokee, GR for Grand, C for Cherokee.
That Cherokee I had, it was an '88. It was like the last year Jeep Corporation actually made Jeeps before they sold to Chrysler, and it had a straight 6-cylinder in it. That thing run like a scalded dog, man.
Tell you what, people love their Jeeps. I mean, that's one make and model that has really never gone away.
Yeah. My son, he got one, I don't know, probably a year ago. He's been working on this, like what they call it, the CJ, the little short, stocky.
CJ, yeah,
Yeah, it's
with the hack on the back.
yeah,
Take the hack off.
it got the little light doors, and it's got like I think the top is canvas or something. I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's the sport model. Well, I call them a beach Jeep. You can take all
Yeah.
that off. You know, the doors are like a zipper. You know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the kind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I call them a beach Jeep. You know, I call them something else, but I
Matter
can't
of
say that
fact,
in here.
he just got brand new tires for today. Them old Jeeps like that are easy to work on.
Yeah,
like-
you got a lot of room under the hood too.
Yeah,
What's that?
Mine
Since
ain't
Jamie
got
has
no
a,
room
a
under the hood.
CJ7,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your CJ7,
CJ8.
all them. I never seen an 8. I remember the 7, CJ7, the Wrangler package. You know, it had the Wrangler sticker on the side, decal.
yeah,
I mean, your Jeeps are more made for your sportsman type of things, you know, the rock climbing and mountains and mudding and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what they're really made for.
see if I can
I
find
think it was a
picture.
79 Jeep CJ7. I want to say it was. That was the only year that came out with the V8 engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they had your 4-wheel drive. It was full time, if I'm not mistaken. And if you needed more, more 4-wheel drive, there was a little lever that did this by the hump mount
Mm-hmm.
on the driver's side of the hump. They had a little lever. You flipped it, and that put it into low, 4 low. Well, you had a 4 high, a 4 low on with the stick. And if you went in 4 low and needed more oomph, you had that little lever by the hump. And that made it even lower. And if you needed more, you opened the glove box. It was a metal glove box. And it had a little switch in there. It was electric, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that locked all your differentials. And you did not want to flip that switch while you were traveling, at 30 miles an hour, whatever. This is for like when you got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that put it in the ultra differential lock low. Because if you were traveling and you put that in, you were going to grind and clash some gears.
Open that
That was
up.
the only
Boo.
year that Jeep came out, too.
Open that picture up, Boo. That's the one he's got right there. It's down there.
What's up, Newfoundland Ingalls? How you doing today? How's them puppy dogs doing? They're probably not puppies anymore.
Yeah, that's that
Oh,
one he's
yeah.
got. Yeah.
Who's got that one?
My oldest son, Derek.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he got it running really good.
Look at the bumper on that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a winch mount on it. I see that on top of the bumper. And he's got the pull hooks. And
Yep.
yeah, that's a nice bumper right there for pulling and getting yourself out of a bind.
He's got a brand new fuel tank he ordered for it. He's been all through it. It just needs a really good paint job.
Mm-hmm.
My 78 had the 304 V8 with 3-speed. Okay. Might have been 78 I'm thinking of instead of 79. I'm pretty sure they made it. They put the V8 only in that 1 year or that style of Jeep, because that was our trapping Jeep. We were trapping nutria, muskrat at the time, coons, otters, whatever we can get, and we was going in them rice fields and all that. So we needed a 4-wheel drive just in case we went in the rice field, not wanting to,
Yeah.
And then when we was hunting alligators, we used that, and they had a car wash for a school or something, and they had a bunch of girls over there, young girls that track car washes, and this was right after alligator season. Man, they went through the whole. We gave them $100 bill. We gave them $50 a piece to clean that Jeep. Man, it was nasty. All that alligator blood in there. Yeah, it was nasty. They cleaned that. They were like, they had to do it in shifts. 2 girls would get in that back part of the Jeep. Oh man, yeah. So we just threw $100 bill at them instead of $5, like the normal car wash price. It was a fundraiser for a school. I think it was Erath High or something like that. Erath High School, which is in between Abbeville and Delcom, a little bitty town.
I'll show you a picture of my youngest son's Jeep. It's a lot newer than that other one. Let's see here. I gotta open it up. Where is it at? There it is. All right, now let me come back in here.
Oh damn! I should have did the game a while ago when we had 18 people in here. We got 11 people now. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had one of those Army Jeeps with the fold down, with the
windshield.
Yeah, and we painted it lemon yellow, and it had a 2.8 liter V6 in it, GM V6 with headers.
Oh, okay. Nice was that an old Willis?
Yeah, it was old Willis Jeep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at the front grill and all that on that one.
Yeah, he's ordered all that.
Yeah, I figured that.
He put a ton of money in that thing. He's talking about selling it.
It is
but
nice.
Man, I can't hardly get up in it. He'll come by here and get me when we have something going on at his house. Like, God bless it, man.
It's tall.
It don't look like it's that off the ground, but when my butt tries to get in there, yeah, I have to pull myself up. He's got these arm lifts, But
yeah.
I wish I had a better side view of it, but that's all I got. I just got that off his Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing's sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He paid a good penny for it too.
Hell, I'm gonna have to, Kyle. I'm gonna have to investigate that or something. If a 5.7, you said, Kyle, I'm gonna have to investigate that. See if that will fit in that Jeep and buckle up to the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's only so much room under that hood. It might accommodate a V8, but I mean, I don't know.
It'd be bad.
I don't know. I won't have to change the radiator because
if I take
a long trip, I would.
Do you ever watch that Gotham Garage? They'll put anything in anything.
Oh yeah, but you're talking some money too. I got a $2,000 budget. And that's a loan. With a finance company, not the bank.
Right.
So that $2,000 budget don't
go far, man.
It don't last long. Yeah.
2000.
Especially when there's a guy over here, he made me a price of $2,400 to put a new engine in it. And I said, where are you getting the engine from? And he was like, no, that's just labor. I'm like, wow.
$1,800.
I remember those $300 days,
There you go, Boo. He said he'll send a tranny too. What you do is find a car or a truck or whatever, all that to sit in that don't have a good motor in it. You get that body a lot, you know what I'm saying? If it's in pretty good shape and set all that over in it, if it won't go in your Jeep, you'll have a whole new vehicle.
You will need a new tranny. I can send that too. Man, that's awesome, dude. It is. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to do some investigating or get a body that will go into. Get some kind of Dodge product.
Yep.
Man, I could have bought, but this is hindsight. Missy was looking on her pad on Marketplace, Facebook, and there's a friend of mine I played music with, Mark Young from Basile, and he's the "Give Me a Little Ride on the Donkey" guy. You know that famous song. And I think I sent you a link to that video, didn't I, Rob?
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I sent you a link to it. It's a YouTube video.
Yeah,
And they talk about DeQuincy in it. Man, I was at the sale barn in DeQuincy, man, and they had this cute little donkey for sale. And pretty blonde mane, blue eyes, and all that. And said, "Give me a little ride on the donkey, donkey. Give me a little ride on the donkey, donkey." Yeah, that's a favorite with the kids right there. You know, y'all need to see them live in person doing that. I used to play music with them guys, Harry Young, and but that one right there was done with Don Fontenot and Mes Amis, and that was Mark Young on the fiddle and the vocals, and Don Fontenot on the vocals also. Yeah, that's a crazy Cajun band right there.
Newfoundland.
I'm gonna have to.
Ingles.
But anyway, Mark Young, the musician, he had a truck for sale on Marketplace, Facebook. $1,000 for a Dodge truck, V8, long wheelbase, and I called him. I said, "Mark, this is Boudreaux. What's up, man?" And I said, "You still got that truck for sale?" He said, "No, I sold that 5 hours after it got posted." He said, "I forgot to put the sold sign on it." A guy from Shreveport drove down. He was the first caller. He drove down from Shreveport, said, "Look, I'm on the way." And I mean, believe me, I'm on the way. You can track me if you want. I'll give you my GPS on my phone tracker if you want. You can track me. He says, "No, I don't know how to do all that." But he said, if you say you're on your way, I'm going to hold it for you. And he had phone calls after that. People would say, "Man, I'll give you $2,000 for that truck." Nope. There's a guy coming from Shreveport, and I'm holding it for him. If he's not here in 6 hours, because it don't take but 3.5 hours to get here from Shreveport, if he ain't here in 6 hours with a good excuse or whatever, then yeah, I'll sell you the truck. But he showed up 3.5 hours later, drove it back to Shreveport. There was nothing wrong with it. Oh, well, the heater core, the heater didn't work in it. So he had 2 valves. He put 2 valves. It was his granddaughter's truck. And she said, "Papa, I'm thinking about getting a new truck." So he says, "Okay." So he bought her a new truck, and he sold that one for $1,000.
Huh.
I mean, not even 5 hours after it posted, it was gone.
Darn.
Kyle,
my wife.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some investigating on that. Missy sure likes that Jeep, though. Her mama can get in it real easy. It's not high off the ground. It's perfect level. She can get in it. When she brings her to the doctor and all that.
You'd probably have to have the PCM or onboard computer and all that with that motor too. Probably if all the sensors and all that came with it. I imagine that one with that kind of motor is going to be quite a bit different what you got.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
There's certain things you got to do and certain things you can't do when you put a bigger motor in a smaller motor package.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that ECM, that electronic control module. Oh, you sent me an email? Let me check it out. Didn't get it yet.
See, my wife is the one that found my Silverado. She was looking on Facebook Marketplace. She knew what I was looking for. We were looking for a truck, and I couldn't really find
What's
anything. I was getting ready.
what's
I
the
was getting ready.
SRT?
SRT.
That thing looks sweet. That thing looks sweet.
Yeah, in the good old days, you could swap out pretty much any motor and tranny, and I mean, you didn't have to rely on computers and all to control the thing. Didn't have crank sensors and cam sensors and all this other garbage.
Right.
My first few cars had points on them. What knows? I think the first car I had that had electronic ignition was a 1976 Camaro that I bought brand new off the lot. It had electronic ignition. That's as far as it went. It didn't have a computer or nothing in it. But I actually liked electronic ignition. I didn't have to fool around with points when you had to pull over
Right,
the
right,
road
right,
and clean them because they're sticking or whatever.
right. Yeah, that's a nice looking Jeep, Kyle. I'll give you $2,000 for it. That's all I got. That's my budget. Because I didn't do a fundraiser or nothing like that, and I'm not going to do one. I haven't been in the coin community a lot lately, and usually over there, man, they'll have a fundraiser for you at the drop of a hat, but I hadn't been around. I've been more in the barbecue and the mechanic community here lately. Hell, when my water heater went out, I was still real heavy in the coin community. Man, they raised me $1,200 in an hour. Within an hour, I had $1,200 in my PayPal.
Wow.
Yeah, I still had to borrow money though. The water heater plus the building that I had, to enclose it, and then the gas lines, the material for the gas pipes and all that. All the valves, the hookups for that tankless water heater. I still have to borrow money for that.
I need to,
and then the labor building, running all that gas pipe. This one guy wanted $700 a drop, and I needed 3 drops. That was $2,100 right there, just for 3 drops, without the material.
I need to install an expansion tank for my water heater. They just redid all the city water, and I hear they got check valves that don't let back pressure come into city water no more. I don't want no kind of, when that thing gets age, I don't want that thing to bust apart on me and flood the house.
Oh, you got like a 50-gallon?
Yeah, gas furnace. I need to put it, just an expansion tank, kind of take some of that pressure off when it builds up, when it's at full heat,
Oh, it's a gas furnace or a water heater?
Or gas water heater, my bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole house is gas furnace, gas water heater, gas stove and oven. Can't complain, man. That's the cheapest bill I got is that gas bill.
Yeah. Mine, in the wintertime, my gas bill jumps from, say, $18, $20 to 70. When a hard freeze comes, it'll jump to $70. Hey, that's better than a $300 light bill for a heater.
Well, I was bragging the other day that the highest gas bill I've ever paid was like $35 or something. Bill, we paid it today, and it was a little bit higher. It was $47. That's the highest gas bill I've had in 10 years I've been here, and that's running the heater pretty regular, and that's water heater. It's just me and my wife. We don't go through a ton of water,
right.
And then the stove. That's not bad. I'd say the heater eats up most of it. That and the water heater. I hadn't much, Kyle. Not really. No, I need to think of my next video. Matter of fact, I'm shooting one tomorrow for my new channel, and then figure
My
out
electric bill as of today is $1,100. My gas bill is $220. Water bill is $300. I don't see how they can get them big water bills up north and out west.
Dog.
Man, yeah, no doubt.
I'd go broke with them kind of bills, man.
Man, that ain't no doubt.
I mean, I'd lose my house and everything. Heck with that.
Yeah, $1,100. Hell, that's the rest don't even pay that for rent.
Hey, Kyle, watch my last video, and at the end of it, I talk about this new channel, and there's a link in the description. You ain't got to watch the whole video. Just open the video up, look down in the description, and click on that link, and that's my new channel. There's no content on it yet. The content will be coming next week, first video, and then it'll be on a regular basis after that. It's not cooking at all. It's DIY type stuff, everything from air conditioning, heating, electrical, plumbing, some automotive. Just whatever I need to fix.
Yeah, with Bogart Electric around here, I've had people down the road from us have $900 water electric bills this month because have y'all seen that on the news about Bogart Electric having all that problem
Trouble?
with yeah
With the smart meters?
Yeah, and they just going up because they said that that the coal was costing them more to get the coal down the Mississippi River because of the water level being so low, with barges.
Something's got to give, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean they can't charge the customers because they can't get the coal, or they got to pay more for coal. They can't.
Well,
I mean the price of electricity is the price per kilowatt hour. They can't go up because they paying more.
Yeah, well, another thing too, they just had a CEO retire that was making 150 grand a year. Well, the new CEO is making 365,000 a year, and they're saying, "Wait a minute, why did he double in salary? The new CEO for doing the same job the other guy did for 150, and then our electric bill going through the roof, which mine hasn't been over $280, thank God, but a lot of people.
Yeah, but that's about right for electric bill for a hard freeze. That's about right. Mine runs 300. Used to run 300 a month with that 220 heater I had. Now that thing would heat this house up in 4 minutes. You was shucking the shirt off. You was stripping down buck naked almost. That's how hot that thing would get this house. But my house is not insulated, so it's not holding that heat.
I paid mine today. Matter of fact, 120. Where is it?
$4.
124.34.
That ain't bad.
And then you got, that's because I don't have electric heat or heat pump or nothing.
Right.
Strictly
Yeah,
gas. I ain't complaining, man.
My light bill ran me last month, I think, was $68, something like that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the only thing electric I have is my dryer. And I got LED lights all up in my house. Everything is LED. I got those 4-foot shop lights from Walmart. I don't care what my lights look like. I care what my electricity bill looks like. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, they don't look bad, and I could put them up on the ceiling if I wanted. They just hanging with some chains that long. But nobody says, "Oh, man, you got them shop lights in here? That don't look right." Nobody says that.
We've been buying LED bulbs. Instead of going back, instead of going incandescent, they last a whole lot longer. They're bright and a lot cheaper to run.
I have LED bulbs.
I
have 2 of them, and I got one over there on that end of the kitchen. I got one straight above me, but I have a 4-foot double LED strip fixture from Walmart, $14, straight above me too. I got one over my electronics workbench. I don't have one over me right here. I need one. And then there's one over the snack bar, for the stove and all that. There's one there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4-foot double LED fixtures, 2 light bulbs, and this house is lit up like all get out,
Yeah, you can't beat the LED, man.
Yeah, and it's cheap. It's so cheap to run. You can, one LED bulb will run you like 24 cents a month. One LED bulb on all the time, or 12 hours, off 12 hours. It's going to run you about a quarter a month. Now, you were talking about Beauregard Electric, Rob. I got a friend of mine from Oberlin. He's a Saunier, Doug Saunier. He's a watermelon farmer. And he's a farmer, but he's a watermelon farmer in the springtime. Vegetable farmer. He's on the board for Beauregard Electric. He's one of the board members.
Only time we lose the LED lights around here is if we have a power surge. Blow them out, you know. Yeah. We have yet to have one last. You know how they say they last 10 years? I have yet to have one last 10 years.
Yeah, mine neither, because this house is so old, and when I rewire the house, that's going to be a different story, you know.
Yeah. This house is 15 years old here.
Oh no, mine's like 60 to 70 years old.
This light fixture above me, it's mounted to a ceiling fan, but one of the sockets is messed up. You know them bulbs that look like a candle kind of light that size? I got two of them right above my head. It's supposed to hold three. I'm probably going to have to buy a new light fixture for that fan.
Yeah. Well, guys, I got to go. I got to get ready I got a bunch of stuff to do in the morning. I got to get up early in the morning. I appreciate it, Boo, for letting me come up on your panel, man. Thank you.
Oh man, that'll probably anytime I'm live, I'll send you a link. You know, now that I have your email, I'll send you a link every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 7, I go live.
Okay, man.
That's my regular slotted time, and then other times I go live just spur of the moment, you know. But every Wednesday is my regular time.
Yeah, you used to do Sundays for the longest time. Then you got off the Sundays.
Yeah, I got off of Sundays because there was somebody. Well, I used to go early on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I used to do my auctions too on Wednesdays and Fridays. I used to do 2 multi-channel coin auctions. You know, like 3 or 4 other channels were involved with the auction.
Yeah.
I used to do that on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
I haven't had a coin auction in some time.
Well, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. And I'll see you.
Hey, Rob. Thank you for coming in, bud.
Later, Rob.
Please top.
Y'all stay safe. All right.
You too.
Dimebag coins. Dimebag Darren Low. How you doing tonight?
How many people you got in the chat?
We got 10 people. We had 18 or 19 earlier. So yeah, we're gonna do a trivia. Where in the hell is what state Raging Cajun is in right now?
Do we got to type it?
Yeah, you'll have to type it in chat. He's gonna give away a sticker or something and to the winner. Yeah, sticker pack. So one guess per person. Okay, one guess per person. And then when y'all see it in chat, when I say go, well, okay, it's already go. Oh, Pudding Tang, how y'all doing? How's Florida doing? The Florida line. Okay, we got Nebraska, we got Tennessee, we got Georgia. One guess a person. Damoose, say in Texas. And while everybody's guessing, all right, we got New Mexico. Grumpy Grandpa said Wisconsin. He must be in Wisconsin. With all that high electric bill and water bill, he's got to be in Wisconsin. Phil Guy said he's in his truck. I'll win. I'm going to
go. Oh man,
Detroit is a city. Do you got to have the state or the city?
Got to have the state. We'll have to wait for Boudreaux to get back to save the stage because I.
Well, I guess everybody's got a 50-1 chance of winning.
Uh-huh.
And Hawaii and Alaska definitely don't count. I wouldn't think, unless you're going to Alaska.
No, definitely not Alaska.
So 48-1 odds.
Did you two throw your guesses in?
Okay, we got Kansas in there. Or no, Arkansas in there. It's Arkansas, so it's Arkansas. Oh, Grumpy Grandpa says I'm in Detroit. Oh, okay, Detroit. I'm in Detroit. Okay, he wasn't guessing. He already guessed Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
We know he's not at Buc-ee's right now.
No.
Probably was at a Buc-ee's. No, they don't allow 18-wheelers there. Buc-ee's don't allow big trucks.
Go ahead and hit that stop button, Bojo.
Oh, okay. All right. I think they all had that stuff in there. Well, he's not in New York. No.
Hell no.
The truck drivers, like owner operators, are boycotting New York.
Yeah, they sure are. I've seen that.
I wonder what's all that about.
Because all them, what was $500 something million that Trump got fined.
Yeah.
Oh, 300 something million. Yeah, for
584 million, I think, is
455.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
crazy.
Damn. They went up. There was 300. Now they up to that.
They're trying to
308 million, I think. Now
they're trying to bankrupt him.
Yeah. Oh, they ain't gonna do that. The state wants his money, is what they want. The state wants his money, or the city of New York wants his money.
Yep.
The city's broke. The state's broke.
Go ahead and drop my email in the chat.
All right. So what state you in? Who guessed it?
Whoever guessed Arkansas.
Oh, that's Mike Badger. Alan Badger. Let me go up in chat and make sure that
somebody didn't guess it before him.
Yeah, somebody didn't guess it before him. Let me go up here. Okay, the first one was Nebraska. That was Pudding-Tang. In Florida. And then Tennessee, Dimebag Darren Lowe. Kyle said Georgia. DeMoose said Texas, which that would have been a good guess. Smoky Rib said New Mexico.
I've been watching.
Grandpa's and Ron was Wisconsin. Then Alan Badger, Arkansas. So that's my buddy right there. I've been doing Alan for a long time. 8 years, something like that.
Drop my email in the chat. Mr. Badger, send me your address, your mailing info. I don't know when I'm going to be able to mail it out, but it will get mailed out at some point, either this week or this coming week. As soon as I can get to a blue box.
All right, there, Alan Badger. That is his email address right there. And send him an email. That's one more sticker for your board there, Alan.
That's actually 2 more stickers.
Or 2 more. There you go.
Mhm.
You got what, your first one and your second one? Or
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna get the
okay.
first and second one.
Yeah.
Sticker pack.
Yeah, if I was to guess, I wouldn't have guessed Arkansas. I would have guessed New Mexico or something.
I've been watching Roswell for days now, so I guess I got New Mexico in my brain.
Roswell?
Yeah, that old TV show from about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been binge watching that on Hulu.
Xanaron, I want to go home. He works a night shift. Phil got, well, go home, man. Yeah, blow the machine up. He's a machinist. He runs a shop at night. Him and 3 or 4 other guys, they run a huge freaking shop. You know, that's like 300,000 square feet, and they run all these. It's a machine shop.
Yeah,
and they run all these CNC machines, and you know, type on the keyboard and go around check them every now and then. He catches them on fire so he can go home. No, that's a joke. Yeah, we do a lot of work for the military and on airplanes.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I did a lot of work for the military at a naval shipyard. Did that for most of my life.
You sure did. And I know exactly where you was working too.
Yep.
I used to pass in front of there all the time with my bait boat. I was running a bait boat.
Yep.
And they had all them oil booms out there, you know, on the side of the ships, you know, in case some oil leak would develop or whatever with the ships in the water, all them Navy ships, them destroyers and all that. And there was that demarcation line. That was the demarcation line, actually, them all booms, all brooms. And you got close to them, you know, and then they had the little Kodiaks with the 30 or 50 caliber. I think they were 30 caliber.
Yeah.
In front of it, you know, mounted, and one in the, you know, oh yeah, they had a crew on there. They had like 3 guys on there on them Kodiaks.
That's when they had the home port there on the island. It ain't there anymore. It's Coast Guard station now. Plus, it's just a bunch of offices and buildings that was built for the naval base. So.
Well, I'm talking about the ships that was in the water at the shipyard.
Yeah, but it was Navy personnel from across right there, just south of the shipyard. The mud lumps is what we used to call it.
The mud lump. Yeah.
It's dredgings from where they originally dredged those channels
out. Yeah,
and they turned that into an island to where they could build that Navy base. And anyway, they end up closing. I forget which president, but they had a strategic plan to put these small Navy bases all over the Gulf Coast, like Florida, right on around through Texas, and they did. And then somebody else come in there and shut every one of them down. It's like, boy, y'all piss money away like it ain't nothing.
I remember when the Navy cutter was there. The Escam. Not Escatapa, the Esca something. It was that huge Navy Coast Guard. I'm sorry, Coast Guard. That huge Coast Guard cutter was docked there, right there at the mouth of the river by the shipyard.
Yeah,
they boarded us one time. They said something. I forget the name of the ship. Coast Guard to the fishing vessel Contoy. And I didn't hear him at first. And they said the Coast Guard cutter, yada yada, calling the fishing vessel Contoy. And I heard that. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, Navy vessel. And he said, where are you heading? I said, heading to Texas waters, to the lumps over there to fish. And he says, what are your targets? Your fish targets, like well, red snapper, vermilion snapper, which are beeliners, and you know, just whatever we can catch that's legal.
Yeah.
and hardtail, all that. So he says, "Well, we fixing to board you. We have a boarding vessel heading your way." And I look back, I get out of my seat and I open the cabin wheelhouse door, and I look back, and sure enough, they were on the way. They had just left the ship, and they said, "Just keep your speed at 5 knots, and have all your crew on the back deck of your vessel."
Yeah.
Okay. And I said, you want me to go in the back too? And they said, "No, you stay at the helm." That's the first time I ever got boarded by a Coast Guard vessel.
Yeah, that buddy of mine, that's all he's ever done is shrimp for a living, and he's been boarded. I can't tell you how many times.
He was probably right there at Mr. Go and Battery Chandelier Sound.
Yeah.
In that channel right there.
Yeah, they used to. I mean, that's been going on since probably the 60s and 70s. But I know in the 70s there was a lot of drugs that was getting over here through shrimp boats and fishing vessels and all that. That's really what they're looking for,
I remember the Nelsons. I remember the daddy and the son. They were shrimpers. The last name was Nelson.
Yeah.
They were originally from Louisiana, but they lived in Mississippi, because that's where they could, keep the boat at. And
yeah.
The daddy had his own, and then the son worked the shrimp boat for somebody else. And then the daddy had passed away, and they had a big old benefit for him, big fundraiser, somewhere in Biloxi or Ocean Springs or something.
Yeah.
I forget the only name I remember is Nelson. I forget the first name. That was one hell of a shrimper, man.
Oh yeah.
They were the Nelsons. Those two Nelsons were well-known shrimpers in Louisiana and Mississippi. But see, a lot of those shrimp that are landed in Mississippi comes out of Louisiana waters. Mm-hmm. Chandelier Sound area, because that Mr. Go channel in between the Chandelier Islands and at the mouth of the Mr. Go channel, that was that big, huge ship channel. There were a lot of shrimp down in that 50 foot, at the bottom of 50 foot. And they would run their nets, double riggers would run their nets up in there.
Oh yeah, that buddy of mine, he's ran from Brownsville, Texas, all the way to Key West, Florida.
Wherever the shrimp were at, he was there.
And now, or has been for quite a few years, he's got a big 90-foot still hull. Also, it stays on the East Coast. And then he's got a 60-footer that, I think he sold that or trying to sell it. He's my age. I mean, he's ready to get out of it, but he's got a captain and crew and all that runs the boat that he does have. But yeah, he's fished. They would do the Mississippi when it opened, then Louisiana opened up behind it. They run over there, and then Texas and just whatever, Alabama, Florida, whoever was open when the season's open.
Tex guy, what's up, Tex guy 790? What's been going on, mon ami?
I'm gonna get off here, boo.
All right, Russ. Well, take it easy, mon ami. Appreciate you coming in. Good seeing you as always.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, Pluta. Damu said, "Boo, did you say you were looking for a 3.7? Yes, sir. Well, I don't know. When Kyle Alex, he's got a Jeep over there, some SRT or something. I got to give him a phone call on that. And Kyle, I will be calling you tomorrow. Get more information on that Jeep or whatever that is. I never heard of that SRT.
See, my uncle.
Excuse me.
My uncle on my dad's side, he was a tugboat captain, or is a tugboat captain. His boys are tugboats runners. They make some money.
David Carlisle. Yeah, them tugboat captains do make money.
Uh-huh.
I got a friend of mine. He's in the coin community. A personal friend that I've actually met. Okay, his name's Matt 83. Dave Carlisle knows him, and other coin guys in here know him. He makes $800 a day. Tugboat pilot. Yeah. Yeah, when my refrigerator went out, I had the refrigerator where my stove's at, and the way my camera was set up, you could see my refrigerator, and the doors were open on it, to keep it from, getting that stale mosey smell, that mosey smell in French. What you call it in English? Mildew, mold, mildew. We call it
Uh-huh.
mosey in French. And it was open, and I was working on it, trying to track down what was wrong with it. And Matt 83 saw that. He bought one from Home Depot and online. Home Depot bought me a brand new side by side stainless steel refrigerator, and they delivered it, brought it in my house, and set it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a day's pay for him. Oh, yeah, it was a day's pay because it was like $1,400. But he said, that's not even 2 days' pay for me, And he says, you done helped a lot of people out, doing benefits and auctions. He said, you helped a lot of people out. And you've been, how do you say that? You went above and beyond, a lot of times for people, and put your own coins in for auctions and stuff. So he says, this is just me paying you back for that. And so anyway, yeah, and the coin community, dude, if I was still heavy in the coin community, I'd have a new car right now. Not a brand new car, mind you, but I would have about $3,000 or $4,000 in my PayPal to go buy me what I wanted in
Right.
the coin community. Oh yes, sir. They are like that. But I'm not heavy in the coin community anymore, and I'm not going over there and even mentioning my Jeep's broke. No, I'm not like that.
I don't know.
So where you heading to?
New Jersey, somewhere up in New Jersey.
So the truckers are boycotting New York because of what the courts did to Trump. That's interesting. That's interesting. I was wondering what the reason with that was for. So New York, now it's going to be owner operators, right? Or trucking companies are doing it too.
No, not a lot of your major truck companies. They can't do it because they already got contracts. They gotta fulfill their contracts. Otherwise, they lose
Right.
millions of dollars.
Right.
But a lot of your owner operators, your lease operators, and stuff like that. I mean, there owner operator and lease operators. There is a lot of them out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But company drivers, we have really no choice but to go where we have to go.
Right. Right.
Now, if the company decides, well, we're going to follow suit, and boycott it themselves, and just not take no loads into their, then that's up to them.
Right.
Which I mean,
Okay.
New York is New York is New York.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of good people in New York. Don't get me wrong. Like upstate, central New York, upstate New York, because New York City gives the whole state of New York a bad name. You know what I mean? I mean, I know a lot of people that say, I will not go to New York City, even as a free vacation. Now, if they want to send me upstate New York or middle New York up there in the country, yeah, I'll take that free vacation, but I'm not going to New York City. I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get stabbed. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get killed. All of the four. I got a buddy of mine. He's a radio man. He works on ham radios and all that. People mail him stuff. He goes live every day, 3 times a day. But he's in upstate New York. He's not in New York City.
And that driver didn't have a headlight on. Holy shit.
Fuel guy says, you can do that in NOLA, in New Orleans. You can do that in NOLA. Get stabbed, robbed, shot, killed.
Yeah,
Go over
well,
there
you
from
just got
Mardi Gras and find out how fast you get stabbed, get robbed.
to. Yes and no. Yes, I agree with that, but no, I don't agree with that. Because I lived in the Ninth Ward. I lived in the bad areas. Nobody really ever bothered us. You go down to New Orleans, you act the fool. Yeah, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, that's exactly what
You,
I said. The moose. New York City gives the whole state a bad name. Yeah, and
but if you go down,
years ago, people wanted to go see the Big Apple. New York City. They wanted to go see. Well, they had a good time. I got cousins that went over there. It wasn't a free vacation. They paid their own way. They went up, and saw the Twin Towers, which they gone now and stuff. But this was back in like the late '80s, early '90s. They went up there, and it was totally different back then. Totally different than nowadays. Back in the '80s, you're looking at say 1990. Okay, that's 34 years ago. It was a totally different place. It wasn't totally different. Don't get me wrong. You still had your bad areas in New York, but you didn't have you wasn't getting robbed and stabbed in the good areas of New York. Like what is it, Fifth Avenue, Park Avenue, or whatever.
uh-huh.
The where all the big high dollar stores are at, like Macy's and stuff like that. Um, like I said, the good areas of New York. Now you go to the good areas, you got people sleeping out in front by the front doors. You got to wake somebody up and say, "Get out my way," to walk in the store.
Yeah, well,
The moose said, "I wish you were closer, Boo. I looked at my marketplace and they got about 4 or 5 3.7 engines under 1,000." Yeah, well, eBay has some too. I'm gonna call Kyle, and there's Kyle's latest comment. I hate New York. Good eats, but but I do have to go there. Probably times after time. Yeah, way too busy. Yeah,
yeah, well, New York is getting a regular resident decrease and then a non-resident increase.
yeah, non-resident. Yeah, called immigrants or illegal aliens.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they don't put. Trump acts Congress when Trump was president. Asks Congress for $5 billion to help finish the wall. And they turned him down. Well, not long after he was president, they sent 10 billion. They raised 10. The Congress allowed 10 billion to go for non for non-Americans, illegal immigrants to New York and all them other, what they call those, sovereign cities or safe cities or something like that. What they
Uh-huh.
call those cities where they send in the illegal immigrants to from the border in Texas. Where there's what they call those cities, sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
$10 billion to house illegal immigrants over there. Well, they wouldn't have to spend that 10 billion if they gave Trump the 5 billion to finish the wall. The wall, there's a lot of, I don't know if it's still laying on the ground, but there was spools of copper wire, lighting, all the material for the wall, everything was there laying on the ground when Biden got elected, and he stopped building the wall. But they didn't want to give Trump 5 billion, but they raised 10 billion. Congress donated 10 billion to house illegal immigrants just up in those couple states up there. That don't make no sense.
Now Texas is building it.
Yeah,
They're
now
making it.
Texas raised money to start doing it because all the stuff's on the ground. Now I don't know which state. I have a video on it. I can't share the link because I think it's a YouTube video, but I'm not sure. I'll do a video about it later on.
I know it's all those four southern states: Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California.
California. All right, Eagle Pass, Texas. The Supreme Court is ruling on the barbed wire on the top of the containers, those shipping containers, because that's their wall over there in Eagle Pass, Texas. Shipping containers with razor wire, barbed wire, razor wire. They want it down. So the border agents can go in and do their job. Wait a minute. The border agents are not supposed to go across the border and do their job. They're supposed to do it on the United States side of the border to do their job, to catch illegal immigrants. They're not illegal if they're still in Mexico. What they want to do, hold their hand and help them cross the river and come into the United States? No, that's wrong. But Eagle Pass, if you go 4 miles out of Eagle Pass, Texas, south or southeast, there's a huge wall there. Huge wall from Eagle Pass all the way 3 or 4 miles out. Well, the wall ends right there in a pecan orchard, at a pecan orchard. The wall ends. The Border Patrol agents, all they got to do is take their Suburbans or their Tahoes or their Dodge Ram SUVs and go around the wall right there because the wall stops. And they almost in Mexico. It's a half a mile to the Mexican border. The wall's not on the border in that area of Texas. All they got to do is drive their Dodge Rams or their Tahoes along the wall, and they can do whatever they want. They don't need to take the barbed wire down. They spent money putting it up. Why spend money taking it down?
Well, National Guard's got all the control for that.
Doing that. That's a National Guard doing that. Texas National Guard.
Yeah, Texas has removed the Border Patrol from Texas, pretty much.
Well, that's good. All they got to do is drive 4 miles out of Eagle Pass and go around that wall where it ends, go around the wall, and they can go and do their job, whatever their job is on that side of the wall, that razor wire. They don't have to take the razor wire down. You know, it burns 20 cents, 30 cents of gas going 3 miles out, 4 miles out of town. Go around it, and you're there. That's a bunch of politics stuff. That's all that is.
Oh, heartburn.
Louisiana National Guard is going to Texas to help them out. Oh yeah,
several states.
I'm all for the governor of Texas denying the Supreme Court thing, okay? Because that's the state. The governor took an oath to protect his state, and that's what he's doing. He's protecting his state. He does not want other people coming into his state in mass quantities. He doesn't want a rush, you know, a big rush of influence of illegal immigrants coming in his state. I mean, they're gonna what they doing? They're not sending them back across the border. They're moving them into the United States. So,
you know, I'm all for legal immigration, not illegal immigration.
Yeah. I mean, there's people that have been waiting 10 years, 8 years, 7 years that passed a test, you know, and they professional, okay, doctors, whatever, lawyers, and they passed the test, and they, you know, they're going through the legal system to come in the United States to open a business, and they have money, okay, but they fluffing them off and putting the illegals that are just crossing the river. So, well, yeah, it's very easy to cross the border from Mexico. Yeah. But what the thing about it is there's murderers, rapists, and all that are getting away from the Mexican police coming in the United States, and they reenacting them crimes in the United States.
That's what we're trying to stop.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to stop. Correct. Well, I'm over my 2 hours by just a little bit, and I'm getting hungry. I got to get me something to eat.
Gotta get the munchies.
Yeah,
I just had a couple cupcakes.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I got a couple snack cakes, but I want to cook me some real food. I was going to cook some fried pork chops last night. Johnny was over here, and Missy had bought a Boston butt roast. They were on sale for like $1.19, something like that. And I told, well, Missy had a right. Her niece brought it to the store to get some groceries and to pick her up to go to her mom's. So she got that pork roast, Boston butt roast, like I said, and she did. She told the butcher to cut it 3/4 of an inch thick, and they're about a half. You know, they're not quite 3/4, but those pork steaks, I cut them in half and then I put them in Ziploc bags, four halves, so it's equal to 2 pork steaks. You know, just cut it in half. They're easy to cook like that. And I was going to deep fry me and Johnny each 2 of them, you know, 2 steaks. I didn't have no flour. So, oh well.
Yeah, I had
So
me
I
some
was going
pork
to make a
chops last
chili.
night from the Petro.
I was going to make a chili. I got Missy bought me a box of chili mix, that Texas 2 alarm chili. That's actually made in Texas, not China. Okay. It's Texas style. It's Wick Fowler's Texas style 2 alarm chili kit. I don't agree with one of the ingredients on there. It says put an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. No, I don't make chili with tomato sauce. Okay. I put like Rotel in it, or I'll chop up my fresh tomatoes and put in my chili. Yeah. You know, and then I'll add a can of Rotel, you know, diced tomatoes with the spice in them, you know, the chilies in them, the peppers. Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not putting in tomato sauce is not a chili. No. You know, if I want to make a sauce piquant, then yeah, you know, then that's going to be a sauce piquant instead of a chili. Just tomato sauce. No, I got my own way. I amend, I edit that recipe myself. So, but I don't have a can of Rotel. Missy didn't get that. Oh well. So, all right, Raisin. Look, it was good seeing everybody tonight. If you want to do your outro, I'll do mine.
Well, everybody in the chat, y'all stay safe this week. Make sure you have a good weekend. Go out and have some fun. Don't be a couch potato. Nobody likes a couch potato. Go out and have some fun. Remember, next month, we will be having a giveaway on the channel. Don't have exact dates yet, but it's coming next month. Cage, thanks for sending me a link. Always a pleasure. Always fun. But until the next time, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Raisin, for coming in. Everybody, good seeing y'all up in chat. We had fun tonight. We're holding 20 people, 15, 13, down at 10 right now. But hey, I appreciate everybody coming in. And as always, it's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. A pluta. Oh, and Alan Badger, send me an email. It's in the description box below. All right. Catch y'all later. Pluta.